thought, we made a lot of improvements from last week, and a lot of things we can work on, obviously, but overall we took a step in the right direction.
What specifically do you think the offense was able to improve on from week 1 to week 2 scrimmage-wise?
Just overall efficiency, communication within, the line and the running backs. Overall we did a really good job of just playing better as a team, trying to get more comfortable with everyone, and I think, we're really starting to hit our stride, and, hopefully we can keep that going.
How much was what was the communication like with Brian there? Second time out there, you kind of said it sounded better on the headset and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps getting better, every time we go out there. Every time, he gets in that situation, we just get more and more comfortable with him, and that's a testament to how much faith and trust we have in Coach Dayball.
Coach Saban said the tight ends are going to be used systematically better this year. What have you seen different in you guys' responsibilities in this offense?
Right, well, always, our first priority is going to be blocking for, the running back and our great running game. But, we definitely have some more opportunities in the passing game. I think you guys have seen that, and it's up to us to make the most of that and really capitalize on that because they're calling our number a little bit more this year.
What do you think your role will be? More of a Y or kind of like an F?
I'm not really sure exactly what my exact role will be. Whatever the team wants me to do, I'm more than happy with doing that. I just care about our success as an offense, and whatever they want me to do, I'm going to do that.
Is it nice kind of going into the season, knowing that you'll be a more, focal part of the offense, whereas the last few years, even with OJ here, it didn't necessarily seem like he was a target?
Right. That's something that we just got to keep working on as a tight end group. We're definitely, going to possibly see some more passes come our way, I hope. But until we can really, establish ourselves as a unit, we don't know how much we're going to get. And, it's up to us to create those opportunities. And whenever we do, hopefully it'll pay off for us.
How have Miller and Irv both improved since the spring?
They've improved a lot. I'm sure you guys have all seen, they're becoming dynamic athletes. They're really blocking really well right now. They're really getting open. As you can see, they're really good athletes. So, everything that they're doing is helping them, establish themselves and help create our identity as a tight end unit and give us great depth, too.
How would you describe the opposing defense that you go up against for the last 15 days?
I mean, all the words that describe, tenacious, hungry, explosive, powerful, anything you want to say there, really. It's such a blessing getting to go against our defense every single day because it's going to help us in the long run. Getting to go against our defense will prepare us for any defense we'll see, and I think that's a testament to how good our guys are on the other side of the ball, and just how great the coaches are getting them prepared.
How much tape have you watched on Florida State?
A little bit. We're really focused on completing camp right now, and just getting ready for this huge game that we have coming up. So, we've seen a little bit of them, and we're really, focusing on perfecting ourselves, before we really dive into this big preparation week coming up.
What was the summer like for you guys, sort of dealing with that loss coming out of the championship?
Right. It was definitely, something that thrived us and motivated us and fueled us to be even more hungry and work harder in our workouts. Obviously, it didn't end how we wanted it to, but that was something that gave us a lot of motivation to, like I said, work even harder in the summer, and I feel like we had a really good summer workout program.
How do you balance using that as motivation but also not letting it sort of overshadow the goal of this season?
Right. It's definitely something that's hard to do. Like you said, you can use it to fuel your fire, but you don't want the fire to get out of control. But I think we did a really good job of kind of containing that and realizing that it didn't work out how we wanted it to, but because of this, we're going to work even harder and focus on this season.
Who's the toughest guy for you to block?
Is there an all option? Because they're all pretty good. I have a ton of really hard matchups every day, whether it's Anthony Jennings, Terrell Hall, Christian Miller, Deshaun Hand, the list goes on and on. All those guys are pretty much anyone who's playing defensive end or outside linebacker for us is someone who's going to give us a really good look and someone who's obviously a really great player. So they all have their own unique abilities and things that they're good at compared to each other, and they all give me a really good look.
What do you mentioned Christian Miller? Could you elaborate a little bit on what makes him so tough?
Yeah, I mean, he's a really great athlete. He's really long. He uses his body really well. He's explosive. I think you guys all know he's a really great pass rusher. He's really tough to block. coming off the edge, and you know, he's getting stronger and stronger every day, and you know, it's hard to win the C gap against him because he plays his position really well, and he's a great technician.
What do you think about the you lost quite a bit of production at the outside linebacker group. What do you just think about this next wave of guys coming up, and do you think they can match or equal what they've done in the past?
Absolutely. You know, we have always had really great outside linebackers here. You know, I don't think this group's any different. You know, we have a ton of really great athletes, young athletes who are smart, hungry, great physical players, and I don't think we'll miss a beat because, you know, they're great players, and they got to see how it was supposed to be done last year. You know, whether it was Ryan Anderson or Tim or anyone like that, they know what is expected of them, and they're going to, you know, do the best they can to accomplish that.
With the concept system that Brian Dable brought, I mean, how much does it allow you guys to switch personnel, formation, and even run a lot of different plays, just basically off of the same kind of ideas?
Right. I mean, that gives us a ton of flexibility. Like you said, we can, you know, switch out personnels. We can have, you know, one tight end in the game, or we can have 3 tight ends in the game, or we can have, you know, all wide receivers. You know, that gives us a ton of flexibility, and we have the athletes to accomplish that. So just having that sort of versatility really helps our offense, you know, go to a new level.
What's it like been learning that system? I guess that, you know, some of the ideas that he brought from
Right. I mean,
New England.
it's definitely a complicated offense, but that's a good thing. I mean, you don't want your offense to be overly simplified, and he's definitely brought in an explosive, intricate offense that, you know, is tough to learn, but at the same time is going to be really good.
Brian said he wants to mix and match what Alabama's done well in the past with Jalen and RPOs and stuff, as well as what he's done with the pro style and that kind of thing. Well, can you put a number on it? How much do you think is going to be a little bit of what he's brought in, and how much do you think is some carryover from previous years?
Well, I really can't, you know, put a number on that per se, but I can tell you that we do have a lot of our other stuff that we've done in the past that worked great for us, and a lot of his new stuff, but I don't think I could give you an exact number.
Excited for the eclipse?
We have practice first, let me say that.